They'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, these two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Back to throw. Fields.
He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Here's Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Fields on 1st down.
Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
To throw is Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The Bears at 7-5 now of the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Throwing again is Fields.
Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Now Fields.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Ever going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside 3rd of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
On 4th down, Fields.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And this is caught, and it's a Packers touchdown.
Christian Watson,
his 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Packers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
On 2nd and 7,
Fields.
Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Fields now to throw. Throwing for Montgomery. He's got him on the out route. He'll get it inside the 20.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A well-executed 22-yard gain. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
So many times we've seen him trying to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Again, Fields.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. N'Keal Harry from 13 yards out.
And the Bears are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they do.
And this throw will be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And they will score a for a Bears touchdown.
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And Brandon, how often do we have offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want it in with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Ball on at 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3-4 quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
On first down, Fields.
Forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Another try after the first down sack.
Fields.
Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Darnell Savage.
And the Packers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. Their tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Jones. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Rodgers going to throw.
Tunyon's got it on the out route.
And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Eddie Jackson picks it.
And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. When you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? that's when your instinct kicks in.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A gain of 32 that time.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Now it's Fields. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns.
Santos with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 2 minutes going by, second quarter. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And a penalty flag comes in and field. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. On play action, now Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw is Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing, passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
The kick by Crosby is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Packers have got it back to within a score.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-17. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Here's Fields.
He's got a man here. It's Montgomery. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Fields.
Incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Throwing on third down, Fields.
That is caught. It's Perriman. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 22-yard line. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago.
Justin Fields
keeping it himself from a yard out.
And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Have a great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal. They'll certainly have the green light here.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Rodgers.
Got Dobbs over the middle.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers.
Completes it again to Dobbs.
Touchdown!
Romeo Dobbs.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Packers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes it a 28-24 game.
So time it up for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. A final shot before the break. Fields.
He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Rodgers now to throw. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On play action, Rodgers under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter.
To try again after the sack, Rodgers drops it to Jones in the flat. Just a gain of a couple there.
And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Jones on the return.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense is going to be set up with a 1st and 10 inside the 15.
Now a first down throw, Fields.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
N'Keal Harry.
A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Santos with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
2nd and 2. Fields now to throw. Well, this will be caught by Mooney.
Touchdown, Bears!
Darnell Mooney.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 5 now. Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers over the middle, complete. That's Watson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 40. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Packers are going to take over here up near the 40. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Packers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Crosby with the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Darnell Savage there to make the tackle. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Catch is made by Harry. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. This thrown quickly out to Jones. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Back to throw. Fields.
And this pass broken up.
The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down.
On 4th down, Fields.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Bears first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
That's good for the Chicago Bears.
Fields throwing again.
Catch is made by Harry.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. Touchdown!
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Rodgers going to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
The Packers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Throwing now is Rodgers. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with the ground.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Now Rodgers. Got to have this one. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lewis.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
On play action. Now Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Rodgers again now.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 19. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Sammy Watkins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. That one looks like he'll throw here. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
But he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
Completion here to Claypool.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Throwing again is Fields.
That's caught by Montgomery.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Fields.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Bears look like they're about to put it in.